And here's a story about how I invented beds. You see, back in the day, we didn't have beds. We all just slept on the ground, on dirts and rocks. We used rocks for pillows. And, one day I was, like, having sex with my girl. It was getting pretty wild. And there she was, like, back on the floor, and her head was banging against this rock. And, her, she was kind of pushing her back and forth, and her back was getting bloody from all these rocks, and I was ripping. And my knees got all ripped to shreds, because I was, like, on my knees, like, and, it was really just uncomfortable. And, it was, like, getting real wild. And it got so wild that I bashed her head into the rock so hard she died. I killed her. And I'm like, you guys, this situation is unacceptable. I can't be killing women during sex all the time. And this happened to me a few times before, It's like, their head smashed on these rocks, and I get a little wild during sex. Boom, their head smashed on the rocks and smash open, they're dead. So we need something to come up with something that's a little better. Like, instead of using rocks to put your head on, why don't we create something a little more fluffy? So I got a bag, and I stuck all these. There's like a couple birds flying around. I grabbed them, I took all their feathers off, and I shoved it into this bag. And I'm like, now try this. And my next girlfriend, she laid her head on this bag of feathers. She's like, wow, this is real comfortable. Let's call it a pillow, because you stuffed it into a pillowcase, so it must be a pillow. And I said, yeah, totally. And let's make a bigger kind of pillow, maybe even a little more stuffing. Let's shave these sheep and stuff that in there. And we made this like a big pillow that she laid her back on, and my knees could go on and everything. I'm like, wow, this is way more comfortable. And that became a mattress. And wow, this is so comfortable. And after we did it, like, I fell asleep. Guys get real tired or whatever. And she got up and went and cooked or whatever. But anyway, she made some food or something. But anyway, I passed out on this. I'm like, wow, it's so comfortable to sleep on these things. Let's use it for sleeping too. That's a great idea. We'll call it, we'll call this a bed. And because we made our bed, and it got so cold at night. I took the skin of a sheep. I cut the whole skin off, and I'm like, put it on over me. I'm like, wow, this makes it real warm. I'm gonna call this a blanket because it blanketed me, And I'm like, wow, this is great. This is great. We're gonna call this whole thing a bed. We got a mattress, we got a pillow, we got a blanket. I said, but you know what? It's so low on the ground. These birds, these chickens keep coming up and pecking my fucking face. It's really annoying me. So we got to lift it up so the chickens can't get us. So I created I took my table concept, I put some legs, and I showed a wide platform, and I put the mattress on top of it, and the pillows went on the mattress and the blanket. I'm like, wow, this whole thing's pretty cool. Call it a bed. And I said, but I need like a shelf or something to put my Pepsi. So I created a thing right behind it where right behind the pillow that had like some shelves or counters or whatever. And I called that a headboard. And, the whole thing together was a bed. And that's how I created the bed. It was, created for one purpose, but it was used for other purposes. And I said, you know what? I could put stuff on that bed during the day and use it like a desk. There's a lot of good things about a bed. And my dog likes to use the bed for sleeping all day too. My dog, she really thought it was a great idea. I hope you guys like the idea too. I think a lot of people use these beds these days. They've evolved since then. They're different kinds, and they're different kinds of mattresses, and they're, water beds. I invented water bed one because, I had a bed. I had my bags, and I'm like, oh my God, there's no sheep around to stuff in here, and there's no birds. What are we gonna do? I said, oh, there's a river over there. Let's try filling this mattress bag with water. And we filled it with water, and it just seeped out. It just got all wet and seeped out, and that didn't do anything. I said, you know what? We should make these bags out of plastic. Try that again. So we got a new bag made out of plastic. We filled it up with the water. We put it on the lift thing I had, frame we called it. And I'm like, wow, this is fun. And it kind of waved a lot. I'm like, we'll call this a water bed. Yeah. So that's Secret Origin Beds. I hope you guys enjoy sleeping in them. And I'd like to start collecting royalties. So every time you sleep in a bed, send me $1. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Catch you later.